Hey guys, Matt from Ascension Props here with the first making video in quite a while. I promised that I'd give an update as soon as the paint was ready. Okay, let's just get straight into it. So here I have the tester helmet that I made first. This is the very first helmet. You can see the tiny little ones. This is my original fill test, if you remember that from a little while ago. Hopefully we can focus it in there. There we go. So, you remember how the seams and whatnot, the runes and whatnot were kind of filled, but kind of not, because I used the tape in the back, and yeah, it just didn't quite fill that well. It had a really cool effect, and it was doing the effect I wanted, but you can, as you can see, you can still kind of see the runes from the outside. So this time, I put the tape on the top, I put some paint on it. If you go onto my Facebook page, facebook.com/ascensionprops, you'll see the result of that. I have a picture of me taking a shot from right here where it's kind of hard to tell, but you can see that it's nice and flat and the rune is fully filled in, which was exactly what I wanted. So I went out and tested a couple of spray paints on it. On the left over here is just some airbrush paint from Testers. I didn't have any metallic with me. I just had some gray. And then over here I had actual spray can paint, the metallic silver from Rust-Oleum. That's their Max series. But with the paint on there, you can see I didn't do any sanding, but you cannot see the rune at all. It's perfectly smooth, other than you can still see the tape lines up there, which tells me I'm definitely still going to need to sand, but it's not that big of an issue for the rest of it, because yeah, this is silky smooth. This is amazing, and I actually really like the effect. It's kind of a grainy effect if you look at it really close. There, you can kind of see that. But I kind of like that. It adds a sort of shimmer to it. So, but the most important part here is whether or not we can see the rune through the paint, which is why I use two different kinds of paints. If you check out the Stan Winston School Legacy Effects, they made the RoboCop suit. And in that suit, they basically back painted the visor, the black and the silver visors, so that they could still see through it, but we couldn't see in. Kind of like a two-way mirror, but on the back, on the inside, it was very lightly dusted. And with this, I needed it to be more because we have to hide the white, and we definitely have to hide any filler that we use, and things like that. But either way, this covered it up quite nicely. I may still try and find a silver for the spray paint, but no, I'm not the spray paint, the airbrush paint. I can totally speak. But anyway, now to the most important part of this whole deal is whether or not the light can shine through. This is the most important part here. The effect that I want is normal solid, and then when the light turns on and the visor goes down, the light turns on, then the runes appear. So let's try with my crappy little LED flashlight here. And look at that. Look at that. That is awesome. I'm going to back it up, see if we can see a wider area. It's kind of hard to tell in this light, but you guys can see it better than I can. On the left, it's definitely clearer. On the right, it kind of seems a little splotchy. But it looks like either option is going to be viable. I do have to be careful though, because as you can see, it's thin enough that you can see the light through it. So I'm going to have to make sure to line these up and backfill the back just right. But, oh my goodness. This keeps working out exactly like I want it to. This is amazing. I'm excited. Now I gotta finish the rest. Thanks, guys. That is another successful test. I'm happy. I hope you're happy. Follow me along on Facebook or on Instagram. You can find me there as well. I'll have a link below. Either way, this is awesome. I'm excited. Thanks, guys.